So I can't believe I'm saying this again. Disney is being sued again. No, this is not one of the last ones that I've already reported on. No, this is brand new. Like on the 7th of March, Disney's being sued again. And it's not for any of the things that they've done before. It's not in fact it's huge. It's a big lawsuit. It's a class action lawsuit. And it's because of some really bad things that they've been doing to their cast members, to the people that take care of their guests at their hotels in California, which is a no-no. Woo. All right, let's get into it. Can't believe we're here again. Just a quick reminder before we jump into the story here, which is Disney hit with class action lawsuit for alleged labor violations at hotels. Nice headline. Just a quick reminder that I am on a subscriber drive. So if you, for some reason, are looking down towards the bottom of this window and it says subscribe and the button is red, please turn that to gray. It will help me. I will appreciate it. I'm asking you to do me a favor because about 40% of you aren't currently subscribed, and we are aiming for 20K here in just, the next few weeks. So please help me out. I would truly appreciate it. And we're going to have to double up on celebrations, which I'm okay with. Now on to this story real quick. So this is Winston Cho's story from over at the Hollywood Reporter, and it's well written. It's just unbelievable. So apparently, hotel maintenance workers claim that the entertainment giant systemically underpaid them. Now, remind me if I'm wrong, but this is sounding rather familiar. Disney doesn't seem to like to pay people. They have a history of that, going back just into the film and television productions that go back not that far. I mean, into the Pirates of the Caribbean days. We hear stories all the time of people who worked on some of those Pirates films that didn't get their last paycheck. We also hear stories from people who were on the production side of things that were asked to, start production on a given project and who were not paid, told that they didn't really have the job, even though they were given the job. They were on their way to do the job. But we'll set all that aside. Let's just read this. So apparently they're underpaid and forcing them to bring their own tools without proper compensation. This is unbelievable. So Disney's been sued for allegedly underpaying maintenance workers at its Southern California hotels near its sprawling theme park, the Disneyland Resort, is what that is. On top of a host of other alleged violations of labor laws. On top of a host of other alleged violation of labor laws. Okay. The lawsuit filed in Orange County Superior Court on Thursday claims workers were forced to pay for their own tools while not being paid the required double minimum wage and correct overtime rate. The proposed, that was weird. The proposed class action seeks at least $1 million in back pay. My goodness. The complaint was filed amid a growing cost of living and poverty crisis that has afflicted workers employed by major companies in the entertainment industry. Well, yeah. It's too expensive to live in California anymore. And nobody's getting paid properly. Well, that's because you've made it really impossible to live there with all the regulation. Regulation costs money. And where does it fall down to? The people that are on the lowest on the pay scale. But we'll keep going. So anyway, a study done by the UCLA Labor Center, just of the theme park down the street at Universal Studios Hollywood, found widespread poverty with 44% of workers reporting that they're worried about being evicted from their homes and half cutting the size of their meals. Wow. That's insane. They skip meals altogether because they don't have enough money for food. Wow. So a quarter of the workforce has received benefits through food stamps, banks, and other need-based donation programs. Now, again, that's Universal Studios and not Disney. But according to the complaint filed against Disney, the entertainment giant also failed to provide workers with proper rest and meal periods. That's a no no. Very, very bad. As well as accurate wage statements. This is not uncommon for Disney. And this is being done in a willful and deliberate manner. Not something you want to hear. The proposed class action was filed by Assistant Maintenance Engineer Charlie Torres and seeks to represent a group more than 115 current and former workers. That's a lot of people. Wow. So Mr. Torres and so many others are told to cover the expenses of tools used on behalf of Disney, who flouts the law and refuses to pay its workers what they're due. Disney is a massive company, and they know the law. Of course, Disney didn't respond for comment. This is not the kind of suit you want going into a week, well, or I guess capping off a week, where you had a failed town hall at the communications seminar that Iger was at, then a competing town hall after a white paper by Nelson Peltz and Trian Group, with Nelson himself and Jay Rasulo saying basically they can do way better for Disney. At least I know that they probably wouldn't have these kinds of issues if Rasulo was the CEO right now. I also know that if you put those guys on the board, you're like 2 steps better than you were at getting the company turned around. So, and this, again, fresh off the heels of a discrimination lawsuit against Disney, accusing it of systemically underpaying women. That one also cleared a major hurdle, and it was certified as a class of employees. So they're not getting out of that one either. This is not good. And of course, you can find if you go to the Hollywood Reporter and you look up this particular story, you can actually download the court case right here from Scribd. So if you would choose to do so. Regardless, this is not a good look. Disney has no excuse for having any of these kinds of issues with their employees. They should be able to pay everybody. I think you would agree. But I have to say that I'm almost not surprised anymore at Disney being sued what seems to be almost on a weekly basis. I don't know that we've gone a week without a lawsuit. In fact, I believe it's been at least once a week. I've said it before in a sarcastic manner, but maybe you can set your watch by this, because it seems like it's just happening all the time. I don't know. There really is no reason for this. And Disney opens itself up to lawsuits all the time. And major companies do get sued pretty regularly, but not like this. Not like this. And it's from all sides. I mean, from guests suing the company to employees, women, discrimination lawsuits, obviously labor violations, violations of multiple labor codes in California at their hotels. And the maintenance workers who make sure that everything is all set and in good shape and clean and ready to go. This doesn't give me a lot of hope that any part of this company is operating properly. I don't know. I'm kind of worried. Aren't you? I mean, think what you will about Disney right now, but doesn't this seem like they're just being overrun with lawsuits due to poor management across the board? And that's what this is. This is poor management. Unbelievable. Anyway, let me know what you think. Do you think this is just going to be accepted as commonplace now for Disney? Is this going to be the norm? Is Disney going to have another lawsuit next week? What do you think it'll be for? Is it going to be for I don't know, the artists in the company? I don't know. Anyway, your thoughts are as good as mine. Let me know what they are down in the comment section below. I would truly appreciate that. And on your way out the door, hit the like button and let YouTube know you enjoyed this. The comments are always important because it increases engagement. And, well, if you're feeling like I did a good job, just double check and make sure you're still subscribed. On that note, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya.